Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na. Makes you wanna go.
Hey, 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 hey. How is Mickey G today?
I'm fine, Golden Bronze. You know what I was doing. You heard the music. You know me.
I know you're jamming. I know you're jamming, man.
Oh God, yeah.
How are you this blessed Tuesday, my illustrious co-host? How are you?
Blessed, illustrious host. How are you, my dear?
I know that's right. What Mr. Mrs. Letitia Scott say? We are 6 feet above the dirt, so that makes it a blessed day, right?
That's right. Every day above the dirt is a good day.
That's what she says. That's what
Yeah,
she says.
yeah.
I couldn't remember verbatim, but that's what
Oh,
she
oh, that's
says.
what I say. Is
All
that what I
right,
just? Yeah.
that's what you say too?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, everyone, we want to thank you for joining us today on our live. I'm Golden Bronze. This is my co host, Mickey G. And we decided that we would try to do this every now and then to get some audience engagement and to let you know that we are really, you know, loving our followers and our audience. And we just want to engage with you a little more. But first of all, before we do all of that, we're going to do some fun stuff and we're going to talk about some fun stuff. But before we do that, I want to say to tell everybody the Gab with Golden Bronze is independent from Golden Swan Cadre. However, we do sponsor Golden Swan Cadre, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was founded by myself in 2022. We advocate against domestic violence towards women, but we also advocate for some very good things as well, such as women's overall health, which is inclusive of maternity health and mental health, self-care, mindfulness. Under the self-care umbrella comes taking care of oneself, whether that means treating yourself to brunch once a month, snuggled up on the couch to read a book, drinking hot tea out with the girls, shopping like my co-hosts like to do, getting a mani-pedi or a makeup artist do your face, a massage, whatever it is that makes you feel good. We advocate that you do that to ease the stress from everyday life. We also hold virtual fundraisers on these topics: advocacy against domestic violence, maternal, mental, and general wellness for women, self care, and mindfulness. And we do those initiatives on our Eventbrite. They are open to men and women because they are applicable to both. And you can find them on Eventbrite. We have one coming up on May the 12th. They're almost free, $10, $15, and you spend more than that at McDonald's or Burger King. All the funds that we earn from those nonprofits go towards a worthy cause, which is Golden Swan Cadre. So we would love for you all to go to Eventbrite, put in Golden Swan Cadre, and attend some of our uh, virtual events. The podcast allocates a percentage of, of our TV broadcast to Golden Swan Cadre. All of it that we do by Eventbrite or selling ads or anything like that, every dime of that goes to Golden Swan Cadre. So I just wanted to tell you that um, right off the bat before we get started. Now, we decided we would do a couple of icebreakers.
Mhm.
So I'm going to let you start, Mickey G.
Oh, I thought you were gonna break the ice. But that's cool. I could do it. I could do it. Okay, so what?
Oh, you can start.
No, it's okay. I got it. I got it. Okay, so what is your guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
Uh, when you say TV show or movie, going to the movies.
Well, what particular show do you indulge in as your guilty pleasure, or is this some movie that you just watch over and over again?
Oh, well, I watch a regular Family Business, and the one in Family Business in New Orleans, and then there's another one called Family Business. I like all the King's Men, all the Queen's Men. That's a regular series. I like Secret Lies. That's a regular series. So I guess I TV binge every now and then. They're seasonal, like our
Yeah,
shows are. So I
yeah.
catch them when they're in season. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, what do you have for
Alrighty.
me? What do you have?
So my
What do you want to know about me?
Okay, yeah. So would you rather live in a tree house or a houseboat, and why?
Um, a houseboat because I can go pretty
And
much
why?
where I want to go. In the tree, you're stuck in the tree. You can go to this branch or this branch. If I'm in the water, I can go down the canal. I can go down the lake, down the river. You know, so unless you're a monkey, that's not too entertaining. So houseboat.
Alrighty, that's a good answer.
Thank you. I thought, oh, that is a good answer. I never would have thought of about that one. Well, let's see here. Okay, so
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
celebrity would you totally freak out about if they walked into the studio while we're recording? If they just walked in and say, "Oh my God."
Now, you probably think this is weird, but so you probably think my answer is weird, but um, it's somebody I've always loved, and he's old now, but he's still performing, and that's Smokey Robinson. I would love to
Oh,
just meet him in person.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
No judgment. I think that's cool,
yeah,
but that's
yeah.
pretty cool. Yes, Smokey
I've
Robinson.
always, I have every album and CD he's ever made because I just love his voice, his
Yeah,
music. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He is a classic one. Classic man.
Okay. If you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
I think speaking a foreign language, and there's probably a
Yeah,
couple of
that's
them,
a
maybe
good one.
Spanish and Vietnamese for different reasons. Yeah, yeah.
Vietnamese. Yeah, that's
Vietnamese.
interesting.
Well, you want to know why? Well, when you go to the nail shop,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying in the nail shop, and I want to know what they're saying when they giggle, they do the whatever they're saying, and then they look at each other and they say something. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? I want to know what you're saying. So that part.
Our feet and our hands. That's exactly what they talk about us.
Yeah, yeah. So the one that does these fingernails speaks English only, but the toes is a different story. So I want to know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, let's see here.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. If your life was made into a movie, who would you want to play you? Who do you see playing Golden Bronze?
Oh, that's a hard one. Um, Megan Good.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Not too hard. I
Just
can see
because we're
that.
about the same size.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're
That's
about
pretty
the
cool.
same stature and size and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. I wonder what that answer was going to be because, anything I asked you, I thought about myself, like, how can I answer that question? But yeah, cool.
Yeah. Because yeah, she's about my height and body frame, and except
Yeah.
she got, uh, you know, I think we could pull that off.
Mhm.
All right, my next question for you is, let's see, mountains or the beach, and why?
Mountains or the beach? Oh boy. Well, gosh, that's an interesting question because I'm not. I'm not partial to either. I would probably say the beach. And the beach because I can see things around me. The mountains, they have all these trees and hidden places where the wild animals might pop out. They don't have that on the beach. I can kind of see
Uh-huh.
what's going on, and the water is calming to hear it. Yeah, it'll be. There's no
Right,
boogeyman coming off the beach. Oh boy.
right.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is what's something people always get wrong about you first when they first meet you? What do they misunderstand?
That I'm quiet and they can say whatever they want to say to me and I won't snap back. They're
Hmm
surprised when I do.
hmm I've heard that before. Yeah, but these things
Because
are
I
not
mind my
true.
own business,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna let you run over me at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a
And that
misconception.
surprises people.
Hmm
Yeah. Let's see. What's your favorite guilty pleasure?
Oh,
I know what it is. You've told me before, but the
I
audience
have
doesn't
many,
know.
but I forgot. I'll just tell that one because there's others. I do enjoy shopping. I enjoy shopping for
Yeah.
myself, for my home. I enjoy shopping, but I enjoy body pampering too,
All
like
right. And
massage.
another one that you told me that, and you enjoy banana pudding and sweets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Candy, I think it was.
yeah. That
Candy was one of your
travel,
guilty pleasures.
travel, sugar stuff, massages,
Yeah.
and shopping.
Self
Okay.
care, basically self care stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, self care. That's
Okay.
that's my that's my jewelry.
Hey, while you think of another one, I gotta run in the office and get something, everybody. But Mickey G, think of another one. This will take me 2.2 seconds.
Okay, okay. Let's see. What will we ask her? Hmm. I think this one's probably going to be about us. Hmm. Oh, I know.
All right, I am
Okay.
back.
Okay. Um, if you could instantly become an expert in anything, what would it be and why?
An expert at anything, what would it
Hmm?
be and why? Um, like I need to take on another trade. Um,
Now, this is something you would know. You would be
because
expert
I
at it.
pretty much taken on what I wanted to. I probably technology, yeah. Learning how to do computers, anything to them because they always use up memory, and you don't know how to get rid of the memory. You got to find the cloud. I finally figured out where the cloud was to delete stuff. But to work on these computers so you don't have to keep buying new ones, you can just open it up and fix it yourself.
Yes, Lord. That is a good one. I think I would do the same thing. I need to know all things to navigate these computers and all these systems and apps and things. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Right. Um, let me ask you another one,
Okay,
and then you can ask me another one. Then I got something else I want to say to everybody, and then we can play some more.
okay.
Um, what fun fact most people don't know? That what is a fun fact that most people don't know about you?
Mm, a fun fact. Probably that I have a real goofy sense of humor. I can kind of get out there.
Yeah, I don't even know that about you. You so serious. I've not seen that side.
You
No,
have him. What? Oh my
you always so you listen. I'm the one that's do all the goofy stuff, and you're miss I rationalize everything. And, I'm like the realist, and you're like, well, but everybody doesn't yada yada or
But
whatever.
yeah, but that's in those conversations. But just hanging out with me, I have a great sense of humor. I like to play. I like to cut up and
I
things like
want you
that.
to show that side to me because I done hung out with you, traveled with you, and everything.
Listen, remember. Wait a minute.
I want to see it for real.
Remember when we went downstairs? We brought our cocktails back to the room. How are we cutting up? You remember that?
We both was acting
I
crazy.
know, but I did it too. So we were both cutting.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, you
remember
did.
that?
I thought I was I thought I was baiting you. I thought
No,
I was like baiting you.
no, that was me.
It's like, okay, come on, loosen up. All right,
Yeah.
loosen up.
No, 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 no. That was me. So you saw it. And I don't have to have a drink to do
So,
it, but
and
that
that's what a
time.
lot of people will say about me is all of my CSI sisters will. Is anybody in the chat? All of my CSI sisters will confirm this, but they go, girl, you so crazy. Because when I'm out having fun, that's why I'm there to have fun,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't do anything life threatening,
No.
but I like to have fun. And I don't like to hang around people that's stiff, that don't know how to do that.
Right, right. Yeah. Ask anybody who hangs out with me.
Okay, you got one more for me.
I do. I do. I do. I do. Let's see. Um. Okay. What is what is the weirdest thing you believed as a kid?
The weirdest thing that I believed as a kid,
Mhm.
I can't say. Ask me another question.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Which television personality, character, or movie character do you relate to way too much? You think you're a lot like them?
Um, Julia, there was the
Oh,
nurse,
Julia.
um,
Yeah.
Diane Carroll, Julia. hmm
Yeah. Well, that's
As a
pretty
matter of fact, she was my muse for many years, and one of the other reason I became a nurse. I thought she was so classy
cool.
and pretty and smart, and you didn't see back then too many
Right. Right.
black nurses,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so that inspired me to want to be one. So I did become one. I
Mm.
try to be classy. Although, like I say, I don't like real stiff people. So I try to surround myself with people that like to have fun, that don't take everything so seriously, um, that don't bring a bunch of drama. We just can relax and have
Right.
fun and be
Right.
ourselves. But yet I can be serious when I
Right.
need to be serious. But
Right.
she is the one.
Yeah. That's why representation is so important. When you can see someone that looks like you, and you can aspire to do that. So I love that.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do. They'll pick somebody that they admire or respect and try to follow their footsteps. There's this old saying: is if you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Right.
And if you have friends that are all negative and naysayers, you need to find new friends. I
Yeah.
truly feel that way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of
So
sense. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
want to surround yourself with people that are smart, know how to do things, and that can teach you something,
Mhm.
and that can back up what they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those kind of people I like to be around that can we can help each other,
Right.
level up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, exactly. That exactly right.
Mhm.
So Mickey, before we're gonna play some more little uh talk about some more things, in the next 10, 15 minutes. But before we do, I wanted to talk about Golden Swan Cadre, and I wanted to talk about Gab with Golden Bronze because we talk about a lot of interesting topics. It's not just about domestic violence, and I think people get confused with that. We are a TV talk show,
Right.
radio show, podcast show, and although that is the main initiative, I feel it's important that we let people know that what we do is educate and bring awareness to the world about different aspects of domestic violence. And we realize that some women are domestically violent and abusive towards men also.
Right.
But the statistics show that it's more prevalent in women. And we are women who have endured it, we have survived it, and we have thrived because of it. So we advocate for women against it so that, women can have some guidance. It's
Right.
not easy to come out of that situation, let alone survive and thrive. So many women die,
Right.
statistically get killed. So we just bring awareness to that, but at the same time, um, we do some other things. We talk about all of our initiatives. I want to also say about Golden Swan Cadre right now advocates against domestic violence towards women, but I've been thinking about modifying it, and you and I have talked about it to be advocacy against domestic violence, period, whether it's women, children, and men. Because a lot of our supporters, a lot of the people that are brave enough to come on our show are men. They
Right.
support what we're doing and we're advocating for women, and they are more supportive of us than men. And some of them have been victims of domestic violence
Right.
by their women. Yet
Right.
they support us because they've walked in the shoes on the other side. So I thought about, and I have to check in how to change that with the Secretary of State, but I thought about modifying it, and I'm leaning very strongly towards doing that. And I
Mm.
think if I do that, then we can get some more people in this organization to help us with this. It's a ministry that people don't realize. It's just not a whim, it's a ministry,
Right.
a God calling ministry, because the numbers are so egregiously high
The
because
stagnant.
people are afraid to talk about it. And I want to say that people are even afraid to join us in our plight as volunteers because they don't want to be looked at as somebody who has experienced domestic abuse. But just because you're volunteering to speak or help doesn't mean that the finger's pointed at you because you're a
Right.
victim. We
Right.
are not afraid to say that we are those that are. But people can volunteer with this organization and not be. They can just be advocates against it and volunteer. So I thought it was real important that we, bring awareness to that. Sometimes abuse can start in childhood or even in your junior years. Teenage girls go through this with teenage boys and vice versa. Somebody needs to be talking to them to tell them all the red flags and even the do's and the don'ts. Because you know what, Mickey G? A
Yeah.
lot of times people don't even know that they're the abuser. You have so
Yeah.
much dysfunction in your family, maybe because you're the one with the issue,
Right. Right.
Not always, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. So I wanted to say that because I think that's real important that people know that we talk about all kinds of issues. Um, I wanted to share that we also do some fun stuff. We do educational topics, and some of the guests that we have had on our show will be coming up on our new TV show very shortly. Some of them have already been on our TV show on Tupac Network, and then a lot of them have already been on the online radio box.
Right.
I was trying to notify people when they were coming up, and I still do. When they come up on the radio or the podcast, I'll send an email or text message to say, hey, you're going to be on the radio or the podcast.
Yeah.
But I was trying to do that with the TV also until I was told that they decide
Right.
when it views, not me.
Yeah.
So they have to actually watch the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
If they're on the show, you have to tune in, record it, DVR it, do something to watch the show to catch themselves on it. But then we took a hiatus. Um, and so the others that weren't on the previous TV network that have already been on the radio and the podcast, those that recorded with us will be the first out the box on our upcoming TV show. Um, I want to say that when you're on there on the radio, it's globally 100 over 191 countries on the Village Global Network online radio app. My co-host will tell you later where you can hear us at on those. But the people that actually we interview are heard not just in the United States, they're heard in over 190 because Village Global Network is actually number one as far as listeners globally over Pandora, Spotify, and iHeart. And our director told us that at our last meeting. So people can hear us on there, and then you'll tell them, other places later on where they can hear us at. But we're going back on TV soon. As soon as we hear we have, a possibility on being on a very large one. As soon as we hear from our executive directors soon. But meanwhile, I wanted to tell you what Mickey G and I do talk about on our TV broadcast, radio, online podcast, and our FM podcast and our YouTube. Those are we're actually on one, two, three, about 8 different platforms all around the world. So we might not be that big on Facebook or YouTube right now, but out of this country, we have regular followers that tune into us every Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
But meanwhile, Mickey G and I, we talk about a series of things that I name from A to Z, anything goes, covering a whole spectrum of changing topics and entertainment, simple and straight to the point. Uh, in rotation, I have a series called Decadent Destinations, which is my travel lugs of places that I would like to go. And we have a regular, and I'll tell her, and she planned the tour or the vacation, and we share that with the audience. And then we also have a series called The Transformative Journey, where we focus on personal growth and mindset. And I actually have for life coach that I went through this Dream Builders program with him. It's called Dream Builders Playbook, a transformative life process. And I'm promising you, it works. Because the person you knew 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, it's not me now. It actually transformed my mindset and how I deal with things, how I look at things, and how I deal with people and situations. That is Mr. Wayne Moody. He is the Dream Builders Life Coach. Then we have Mr. Eddie Pratt, who is a relationship strategist. He's a marriage counselor. He's a minister. He's a whole lot of things. He got a bunch of letters behind his name. And he comes on and does what I call the knowledge vault. And here we have a treasure trove of information where each episode unlocks fascinating and unexpected insights on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Everything that we talk about are topics that will change anyone to consider to enjoy a next level life. And in the process, we are stepping further towards helping to reduce, if not eradicate, someday the actions of domestic abuse so we can all live a level life, a next level life. This is the purpose of Golden Swan Cadre, is to educate people so that they will know their behaviors, to correct them, so they can get along with people and with their partner and husband and wife or children or whatever. And it makes us better people. I'm sure we learned something, Mickey G, and I always say an hour is not enough. We could talk to these people for hours and hours. And while we're talking to them on recorded shows, we're learning at the same time. So we take that same information that they share with us and use them in our own everyday life. people really are not aware that when you cuss somebody out or you use vulgarity or you ghost them, you withhold their finances, or you lack emotional intelligence and you say rude things to them, hurtful things that you wouldn't not want anyone to say to you, you're treating them indifferently. That's all abusive behavior. And a lot of people accept that. It's okay. They can cut you to the white meat. It's okay. That's how they feel. No, it's not. There is always a better way to present what you have to say to someone so that it doesn't come across so coarsely, shall I say. A lot of people just don't realize that things that they do every day, Mickey G, is abusive. And people react to that. And it's normal when someone does those things to you, you have a reaction to it. But what we talk about in the transformative journey is how to best react to those situations. And the knowledge ball, we learn ourselves how to react to people when they come at us sideways. And it's making us, as host and co host of the show, better people ourselves. I'm speaking for me, but I think she will co-sign what I'm saying because we share a lot of information
Right.
afterwards.
Right.
But when we talk about it with these people, everybody, sometimes we get emotional. It makes us realize that other people could be suffering mental illness
Right.
from their own childhood traumas and stuff. And that's why they treat us the way they do, because some people never go get help. And we learn with these subject matter experts that share this information with us how to best handle situations like this. So I promise you, the information that you will hear is information that you will be glad that you heard. All the pretense of what you might think is not true. We actually have a good time on these shows. And I just want to share, Mickey G, some of the topics, the varied and random topics that we have. And then I want to just mention some of the upcoming guests that we have had on our show. I think people will be surprised. We've had some heavy hitters, we've had some medium hitters, and we've had some newbies on our show, right? And we just can't wait to share that. But we've talked about fun stuff like we've done TV reviews like Divorce in the Black.
Woo!
That was our number one. It was fun.
That,
And we could relate to it because we went through it.
some of it, but ooh, that mother-in-law. Anyway, okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when we did this review, we
Yeah.
were cracking up at the same time
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's organic, it was authentic. We had a good time
Yeah.
talking about Divorce in the Black.
Yeah.
Then we had one that was called One Day I Was Minding My Own Business and This
Oh
Happened.
yeah. Yeah.
Real life funny stuff that we thought we were on candid camera talking about.
Woo. Yeah. The Walmart thing. That was.
We talked. Yeah, yeah. And the driving down the street in a car thing
Yeah.
that you experience.
Yeah.
Stuff like, you would think they're lying, but we promise you, those things really happen. You need
Right.
to watch it. We
Right.
talked about family matters, those things get serious. We talk about food degradation. We talk about travel decorum. These are just a few. I want to tell you, I can't tell you all because we've had done 105 episodes. 105 episodes.
Yeah.
So you got a lot that you'll be able to see. I promise you. We did one called The Karens. That's funny, right? Um, and that happens to be my birth name. Sometimes I can turn into one if you push me there.
Mm.
But we've had people on our show like Expose the North, David, the Blanc Tyrell. We've had Finally TV, who is Gabriel Rivera. We've had Major DeVoe, who was straight out of Hollywood. We've had Kasha Brown from Hollywood. We've had Karen Michelle. She's been on the Steve Harvey show. We've had the DFW Legacy Choir CEO, uh, Glenn Robertson, I believe is his name. Um, we've had Dr. Letitia Scott Jackson, Martha. What's Martha's last name? Of Martha Hart.
Margaret. Her name is Margaret
Margaret. What's her last name?
Thomas.
We've had her on,
Margaret King Thomas.
and
Yeah.
then okay, she's big in Oklahoma. We've
Yeah.
had the Filmmakers Lab, Janice Jones out
That's
of Oklahoma.
Colleen.
She's
That's Colleen Brown
big. We've
Franklin.
had Mick Mountain. Okay,
Yeah.
all righty. And then Janice Jones, we've had her too out of Oklahoma.
Right.
Uh, we've had Mike Mountain. He's an up and coming hip hop artist. We've had the hip hop trio on our show. They are up and coming hip hop artists. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. Who are we had
Jesse Lane.
just recently we had who
Jesse Lane Powell.
who?
Jesse Lane Powell.
Oh
The
yes,
singer.
Jessie Lane. She's on her way to the UK. We've had Linfred Smith. Is that his
Yes.
name?
Yes. I know these people by first name. I'm thinking the last name. Yeah, Linford Smith. He's an author. Hmm.
Who is a book author. We've had James Morrell, who is a book author.
Yeah.
We've had recently Sky Dakota Turner, who played Tina Turner, and she played Aretha Franklin as kids. Um, we've had, oh my God,
Good
we've
name.
just had a bunch of entertainers, authors, actors, actresses on our show, and we're going to have them right out the gate on TV and radio. And then after that, we have some 90 some episodes of very interesting topics that we have done that you will find them interesting whether you're male or female. I promise you. So stay tuned for that. Um, we're already being heard all over the world, and Mickey G will give you that information. If you have already been on my show, you probably have already been on one of the radio shows already. Certainly, you're going to see more of it on the podcast on YouTube. A lot of those shows are going to be on there, but they got to go on TV first, and then they'll be seen on the YouTube podcast. The ones that have already been on DuPont will be now weekly put on the YouTube podcast. So, we want you to check us out over there and see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun. We've met so many people. It's just been really interesting to talk to people of all different walks of life, all different talents. It's been an education for us
Yes.
and a joy.
We've made a lot of friends by doing it. I would consider everyone that we have interviewed not like a close friend, but an associate friend.
Yeah.
I feel like meeting all these interesting people has brought value into my life
Yeah.
because every one of them shared something that adds value to me and will to you if you
Right.
watch them on our TV show or listen to them on our radio show.
Right.
Before Mickey G talks, I want to say that we're working on ways to engage our followers and our audience on our YouTube channel. So we invite you to come on over there and subscribe because we actually want to have interaction with you guys and possibly bring you up on the stage. If we're talking about something and you tell us in the chat that you want to talk about it, we want to bring you up so we can hear what you have to say. Um, we invite you to come up and inbox us or whatever if you have something interesting that you want us to talk about or address or add a comment to. Reach out to us, and she will give you the email address in a little bit on how you can do that. So we just want you to stay tuned to our YouTube channel. We got a lot going on, and especially our upcoming TV networks and radio online broadcasts and our radio podcasts. If you already are a listener, I thank you from the bottom of my heart and ask that you just share the information with others. That's all I have to say, Mickey G.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thank everybody that are our followers and listeners. Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead and let them know where they can hear us and see us? We can do that now, unless you.
I thought maybe I
You want to
thought
let
we
us know
would
first?
do like two each more of the icebreakers, but whatever, and then you can do that.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Is it my turn to ask you?
Yes.
Okay. I checked that I asked you this question, but I don't remember asking it of you. Maybe I checked marked the wrong one. So I'm going to ask you, if you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Or what kind of food would you eat?
A meal or food. It would be fish and vegetables.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of that question too in my head. I said, what would I eat forever? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I want to know.
Yeah. Okay. What was your first job?
My first job. I did these simultaneously when I was 16, so I don't remember which one came first. But I worked at McDonald's as a crew person, and I was also a Tupperware lady when I was 16. They were at the same time, so I don't remember which was first.
Okay.
But those were my jobs. I sold
Oh,
Tupperware.
I think I did too, Mickey G. I sold Tupperware. I sold these vitamins. They start with an S.
I
I don't
know.
even remember the
And
name
with
of
the
them. I
E.
remember buying all the vitamins and taking most of them myself because I couldn't sell them.
Yeah, I remember.
Shackley. Do you
That,
remember the
that's,
Shackley
as I
vitamins?
said, it ends with an E. I said I wasn't going to say it, but that's Shackley. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
They probably ended up just taking them myself because I'm like, shoot, I am not a door-to-door. I
Yeah.
tried Mary
Yeah.
Kay. That didn't work.
I did that
Okay.
too.
That was your question, not
Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't my first job, but still. But yeah. Okay, let me see here. Um, okay. So, what is your most unusual hidden talent? Now, I kind of think I know because I don't know if most people know it. But go ahead. What's your most unusual hidden talent?
I have two. I have
Okay,
three.
give
Okay,
it
I
to me.
play the piano. I play
Yeah,
the violin.
yeah,
I write poetry, and I love to cook. Now, all three, four of those are talents, right?
yeah. I know another one. Can I share?
Yeah,
In her
yeah.
other life, in her secret life, she's a mermaid.
I love to swim.
Swimming
Yeah.
like a fish. People, and I
Yes,
didn't find out until
yes,
recently
that is so true.
that you played the piano. I was like, what? Wait, what? I've been to your house and you weren't playing.
I
What?
took piano lessons. I took violin lessons. Yeah.
Wow.
But I
Yeah.
think because I took piano lessons so long, is why I type 90 words a minute because you just be like, you can move those fingers. I have
Yeah.
long, skinny fingers too, So,
Yeah.
and my daughter plays the piano. My youngest daughter plays the piano, but she plays much better than I do. I played by music. She
Yeah.
plays by both music and
Wow.
ear. I wasn't that talented, but,
Wow.
but I played the violin for a long time too, and people made fun of me because back then they're like, black people don't play the violin. But do you know I love violin music? I follow some people on Facebook that play
I love
violin.
it too. I
Yeah.
love it too. My firstborn played violin, and my son played cello. Black people do play strings,
Yeah.
and they play them well.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I'll start to say something, but God forgive me. You're right.
Oh Lord. Okay. Is it your turn to ask me? It is. Yeah, because I asked you about the hidden talent.
Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. What would your friends? What word would your friends use? This will be our last one. You ask me another one, then you take it on out.
Okay.
What one word would your friends use to describe you best?
Caring. That's
Okay.
it. caring. Yeah, that I cared about people and them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on one second. Everybody, my computer's dying. Just a minute.
Oh no. Yes. I love people. I love people. I love people. Of course, sometimes peopling become can become overwhelming. But yeah, I love my people, my friends, my family, my kids, parents. Yeah, this has been fun. She's plugging that thing up. This has been a lot of fun. Glad we were able to come on and just talk to you guys and just be ourselves, and hope we get a chance to do it again. I think we will do it again, or we can talk to our audience and want your engagement and come in and see us sometime. Oh, there she is. She dropped back in the slot.
Do we have any comments? Yeah. Do we have anybody asking any questions in
You
the
could probably see it. I
comments?
don't see it on this end. Do you see anything?
Asking any questions? Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Um, hey Bobby Davis. Love you, friend. Um, hey Kimmy K. Thank you for tuning in, boss. Let's
Hey.
see. No questions.
Oh, well,
So,
good they came on. Thanks for
um,
coming on.
did, yeah, we appreciate it very, very much. We just wanted to tell you guys, don't be afraid to watch Gab with Golden Bronze. We just do more than talk about serious stuff.
Right,
We have fun and we learn a lot in the process too. But we have entertainment, like we said, some very talented people that
right.
come on and they play their music, they play their videos, movie snippets, read stuff out of their book, all kind of stuff. I tell
Mhm.
you, everybody we've had on, I have learned something from them, Mickey G.
Yeah, me too. It's been so rewarding doing this show with you because I've learned a lot. I've grown so much during this time, and we're going to just keep growing individually and together as a team. And I appreciate being your co host. I've really enjoyed the ride so far.
Thank you, Mickey G. You're the best co-host,
Thank you.
so I appreciate it.
You're going to bring those down.
I have had a few. I do want to say I have had some sit-in co-hosts. Um, it's easier with two than one, but there's a lot of people in our village to do it all by themselves. But they probably have been doing it longer than I have. It's just a lot to try to do by yourself. But we've had some very good sit-in co-hosts when you were unavailable. So I want to tell those people, you know who you are. I don't need to call you out, but I appreciate your taking the call when I called and asked if you would sit in with for my co-host. I do appreciate it.
Right. Thank you, guys.
She may be calling you one day to sit in for me.
Mm-hmm. I just might, because she needs a break. Oh, wait.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's time
All
for you.
right, co-host.
All right. Well, I'm going to let them know where to see us, where to hear us, all the things. And then guess you'll shut it all down after that, right? All right. Oh, this has been fun. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, here we go. You can hear and watch the Gab with Golden Bronze show brought to you by VGN Television, and listen to Gab with Golden Bronze every Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time and 12 noon Eastern Time on VGN Radio, powered by Zeno FM, with additional monitoring to online radio box on the following stations: Culture Shock Radio, Canada; Radio for Seal, Mexico; Wapter Music FM, Guadalupe; and Rockbox FM, United States. You can download the VGN app from the following download links: iOS, Apple Store if you're an iPhone user, Apple user. If you're an Android user, go to the Google Play Store. And you can hear the radio podcast version every Saturday at 12 noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on PUSO 82.3 FM. You can listen to our YouTube podcast every Tuesday afternoon at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Gab with Golden Bronze is coming soon to a few streaming networks, so please stay tuned in. We ask you to subscribe, like, follow, share. Save the podcast on YouTube at Gab with Golden Bronze. We look forward to you joining us. Thank you for taking the time. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone, and stay tuned because we got a lot more for you. Have a great evening.
All right.
Goodbye.
Peace out.